What is going on, everybody? Back again, and today I wanted to go over RUNEWORDS with you. I know I've mentioned it before. I've made I'm using some of them right now, and so I realized I hadn't exactly explained, how you even acquire these exactly. And I know when I first was learning about them, it was a little bit daunting. Getting into it, so I figured I'd go over it with you and maybe craft a couple so you can get an idea of how they work. So rune words are items like this rainbow and perdition here, and the way you craft them is by finding a certain base item. You have to find a base item that's gray. I'll grab a few that I'm going to craft right now. I'm not gonna do those ones. Those are expensive. I can't do those ones right now. I can do these ones though that I grabbed. Okay, so basically you need a gray base item, and then you're going to socket runes, which I'm sure you've seen the runes. Any of these are all the runes. You socket them into it in a specific order, and so this here's a Google Doc that's run by the dev team, and it has a list of, I know it's a lot to take in right at face value, but it has a list of all the rune words, what the eye level of the gray piece that you find on the ground needs to be, which basically means, or what it basically is it's 100 for everything except for the two that I'm going to create. It could be any level because they are leveling rune words. So you'll see when I make the item, even though the bases I have are level 100 because I found them at level 100, they will turn into level 1 items. So that the quick step here, that's what we're going to make, and the scholar. Every other piece, all the way down, will require level 100. So, and then you see here next to that, you'll see like each item has multiple different specific bases that you need, and it will need a certain number of sockets. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'll make the quick step right now. So with the quick step, you need Zeo and key. So we'll go in here. There's Zeo. And there's our key. And then you just, on your 2-socket, it has to be 2-socket boots. You socket them in the order Zeo and then key. And now we have quick step. And you get +1 to all talents, all res, 500 snam, and they require level 1. So that's a pair of leveling boots right there. Same thing with the scholar. This one has 3 sockets, but it's the same thing. You need the Wei, Yi, and Zeo. So let me grab out my Weis and my Yis. Yi and Wei, okay. Whoops. Sockets, and we double check again just to be sure. Wei, Yi, Zeo, in that order. So Wei, Yi, Zeo. Now we have the scholar, which also has +1 to all talents. It has damage, all res, and stamina, and also requires level 1. So that's 2 right there. Those are 2 easy rune words that you can make that are good even at low levels, and can be made at low levels. So if you're having trouble getting through the difficulties, these are 2 strong pieces of gear that you can make that will help you out. So like things like perdition, I know I've talked a lot about that. Perdition requires Jex, Ox, Jaw, Yeet in a 4-socket hand axe, broadsword, or short sword. And for perdition, and that's one of the cool things about this Google Doc, it's not super easy to like scroll through technically, but it has a little clip or a screenshot of every single item at 10 out of 10 stats, so you can see what the items are going to have. So for perdition is one of the items that can roll different stats, which is basically it rolls the damage type. So you can have a You can have a fizz damage perdition. You can have a cold damage perdition, lightning damage, wind damage, and fire. I think that's it. I don't think just those ones because no magic or poison. So yeah, you can get any different damage type, and then the little aura that says 0 level 2, that's fanaticism. So whatever level it is, you're gonna get an aura that gives you 12%. If it's 12, anyways, it's 12% attack speed. If it's 11, it's 11. If it was 1 up to 20 is the max level. So that is gonna roll a random amount, and you cannot change that, as well as the damage type. That's why when I made one, I got fire, and so I'm just stuck with a fire damage perdition for now, with a level 12 fanaticism. And so you can see right here, I have fanaticism aura, and that's 12% attack speed. So that's the gist of RuneWords. You do have, I know I've talked about the RuneWord Katana. Kogara Sumaru. This one here requires with the color coding. If you scroll down further on the Google Doc, you'll see these are all the runes, and so like if you're in normal difficulty, this set of runes is the only set that you can drop right here. These ones. If you're in Nightmare, that opens up these, but you can also drop normal. And then in Hell, it would be all, Hell, Nightmare, and normal. Inferno would be the same. And then the purple ones can only drop from Inferno bosses, mini-bosses, and wormhole bosses. So they can only drop in Inferno and only drop from bosses. And they are quite rare. I've gotten one Haig now. That's it. I've the one rune, and I'm hero level 90 now. So, and that's just for, shows you the color coding. I'm working on this one right now, and I have purchased the Sal and the Dam runes, and I'm just working on getting that Wii, and then I can make this item. And that should be good. With the bases. So one of the things about RuneWords is, do I have any? Yeah, I don't have any reroll tokens, but I don't need to physically show you. I can just tell you. You cannot use reroll tokens, ability tokens, or actually, I think you can use ability tokens. But you cannot use satanic dice, and you cannot use reroll tokens on RuneWords. So whatever quality the base, the gray item that you craft the rune word with, that's the quality you get, and you cannot change it. So when you're looking for items for rune words, you want to be shooting for 98% plus ideally. Obviously, like, since you can't change it, you want 100. You can't satanic dice it past that, so ideally you want 100, but those 99 and 100% bases are going to be going for a fair bit more. So if you can get a 98 and that's all you can afford, that'll do just fine. Like, I'm sitting on this katana for that one. If I can't find a 100% one, I'll probably just end up crafting it on this, and I will be, only 2% less than, a guy with 100, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, so as far as that RuneWords go, I think that about covers it. There's a ton of them in here, ranging from, strength to energy, and all of the in-between. And so you can just kind of, like I said, it's not super easy to, it's not that it's difficult, but it's just not, it doesn't read very well scrolling through these and trying to search for one that you want to look for. But it's got, every single one, if you think you might want to make it, you can, like, scroll over, see the stats. You can see, okay, is it going to roll multiple damage types? So should I have, if I roll it once, am I guaranteed the weapon, or is it going to maybe not get the right damage type? Like, for me on the katana, there's only one, it only rolls fizz, so I know I'm safe. I'm not going to, end up making a katana with lightning damage or anything like that. But yeah, so I will have this Google Doc in the description below, and I hope this information was useful to you. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.